All right, so just to help us generalize and sort of conceptualize of really how deep this problem goes, here's some statistics I was able to pull up. So in Bradley County, Tennessee, 13.3% of people live below the poverty line. Now, poverty line is commonly defined as just like not having the money or the funds to get access to daily needs such as regular healthy food, transportation, or even struggling to find housing. That's generally what it's looked at. Now, some more shocking statistics addressing this problem. In 2022, a fourth of all households in Bradley County with children honestly had little or no confidence in their ability to make their next housing payment on time. And this sort of feeds back into the definition of poverty of the fact of the matter is that a lot of people in this county just don't have that many funds to really pay for everything that's common in adult life, such as whether it be housing, food, healthcare, or many other things such as those. And another thing that is reported on is that 53% reported having difficulty paying for usual expenses. These go for things such as like gas, food, and many other things that I've listed. And the problem with this is that unfortunately the poverty is so widespread in Bradley County that private organizations and nonprofits have to be set up nowadays to combat this. And it is very widespread, but thankfully that's what the Caring Place is trying to do, trying to solve this problem and help out people in need.
So here we are at the Caring Place, and one of the many things they do is to try to help out local neighbors with many systems such as clothing, food, stumbling blocks, and other things such as that. And really, the main message is capturing the main idea, main notion of redemptive service itself, which is helping each other as we change the world and being there for our fellow man, whether it be with helping with basic necessities or just being a ear or helping out with any type of way possible. So, yeah, that's essentially the Caring Place.
Yeah, so we're here at the Caring Place, and what do you guys do?
We help our neighbors out by providing them with basic resources and opportunities they need to thrive. So a lot of it is working with our neighbors in our community and making sure that they have access to the things that they might need, or help them overcome maybe the stumbling block to reach stability.
I like that. I like that. It's like, is this kind of like still like redemptive service, like helping our local man out, like whether it's food, clothing, just trying to get them back up on their feet?
Yeah.
I really hate to interrupt. We might need to close the door.
Yeah.
We have neighbors in the lobby. They're going to hear these questions. And we
Go ahead and come on in.
So if you could, and
So sorry.
So Dallas, you had previous experience working at the Caring Place as well. Could you explain what you did there, and also how the operations at the Caring Place positively impact not only the community in Cleveland, but that of around the world?
Yeah, so I mainly work in the food department at the Caring Place, and that's where we go through all the goods that are donated and make sure that they're suitable to actually give out. And then we pack bags and actually hand it out to the community wherever they're needed. So the hope is, as far as spreading kindness, not only to us, to our community, but further, is that when we're able to provide for somebody in their time of need, when they have the chance to provide for somebody else, they will. And it'll spread further and further and further, and hopefully cover as far as, we possibly can.
So Jameson, you had previously worked at the Caring Place. Would you please walk us through what you did there and how it positively impacted the community around you?
Yeah, so I worked at the Caring Place recently, and there's three main departments that I was involved in. I was involved in the clothing, which is where we're sorting clothes, making sure everything is of good quality to give to our neighbors and people in need. I worked at the checkout line, which is where people would come through, get the stuff they need, make sure that everything's taken care of, then they can leave. And then I worked in the food department as well. It was this big warehouse, essentially, where just there was cans, like canned food, everything else, pretty much everything else like someone could need. And I was able to distribute that and give it to people in need as well. But one of the main things that the Caring Place does is helping people in need, whether it be through clothing, basic necessities such as food, or even in more dramatic circumstances, helping find temporary housing as well.